This fuel line needs emptying. That's not flying very quick, is it? And yet we're short of things. Switch the fuel over to plastic and run it into storage. Yeah, why has that plastic line stopped? Unless it's full up on green circuits. Bingo bango. That's the problem. We need to make computers. Perfect time for it to fill up. Right when I'm eating food. Quick solution. Get production moving again. Let's make some ZX Spectrums. I'm impressed by the speed those coils move. Look at that. Jeffrey, wouldn't that be cool though? Right. If the goods that you made here, you could basically port out to Eurotruck. And in Eurotruck, you could then move the goods to like an airport. And then somebody else in Flight Sim could pick them up and fly them somewhere. Just, that would just be crazy. $50 heavy modular frames per minute. Lol. That thing though just reminds me of, I don't know, some computer part. Like it's like a switch with its 4 network inputs. Muffins, you're welcome. Thank you very much for your support, Muffins. What's on the menu? Noodles, bean sprout type thing, Chinese, effectively. Thank you, Muffins. How many stacks of fuel storage will we need, though, for this? We've got 2 plus whatever's on the belt. Switch it to plastic first and then run it into storage to see how much you get. Plastic's coming down a different line. See, the only thing we can think of using fuel for is to power your truck. And power generation, I don't think you use fuel for anything else, do you? It's not used as a component. Fuel depot. I'll be amazed if this goes down though. This is way too steep. Need some more of these things. Steel pipes. I think we've got some encased stuff somewhere. Miss Anne, I'm pretty certain they will add bigger objectives. There you go. I reckon that should take all of it. You want to get this game, but you're waiting until after graduation in May. That's probably a good idea, Jeffrey. You know what, that's actually a very long line of fuel. Maybe it won't all fit in though. No, it's not making it in the refinery anymore. I switched that off, made it plastic. At least, I don't think it is. Listen to how many times it changes gear. I think that answers the question. What do you mean, check the plastic refinery? What's wrong with it? Looks like it's flowing to me. What's wrong? Right, we're going to reverse down here and listen to how many times it changes gear in reverse. Oh, you mean that one? I see the one you mean. That's a lot of plastic. Ooh, that's getting close. We're gonna have to turn on the oil power, I think. That's too close for comfort, that is. Yeah, me too. Look at this 10-ton truck. Can't even smash through a small tree. I think we're not making motors on the back at the factory. Probably should make motors. What do you need the plastic for? It features in quite a few recipes. If you want to make a computer, one computer, 18 plastic. You want to make a circuit board, 6 plastic. AI limiter. Supercomputer. High-speed connector. You get the idea. You need a lot of plastic. Right, I'm just going to go and type my plate in. Back in a sec. And then the camera will go back on. I'm back. Shari, I turned the camera off because I don't really see any benefit, Shari, in me, you know, shoving food into my mouth. I don't see any benefit in you guys watching that. You know, I never understood the whole social eating channel when it came out, and it's just died a death for that reason. So I just turn my camera off because it's just politeness, really. I can eat my food. You guys don't have to watch. That simple. You don't really lose anything. Right, I have to go back and get a bunch of things. Seriously. Your days are over, pal. I'll have no more shenanigans. You can stay. Industry coming through. Yeah, some people don't. Like, I've seen streamers who don't. They just quite happily shovel food into their face while the camera's still on. Personal preference. I don't like doing it. Anyway, that's why I do it. Button to bar. Push that. Push that. You check the mirror before turning the camera back on, WH. I can normally, I wipe my face before I put the camera back on. I can normally feel things anyway. I approve of your choice, that's what's pulled me out of lurk mode. Thanks, Ben. Chainsaw Puppy, I already hit him in the head with a railgun. You should be able to filter that radar at the top. So this is one of those things where, like, big picture, you can design it from the outside, so it zigzags up nicely. Doorway there, doorway there. You'd want a doorway there. Iron rod. wrong floor. Need to do something about this. We're using iron rods here, but we don't have a surplus. I think lamps, yeah, somebody said that lamps are on the roadmap. Can't come soon enough as far as I'm concerned. What you really want for the true factory experience, though, is like flickering fluorescent bulbs. That's what you need. That didn't work out, did it? If you're looking for a Let's Play playthrough type thing, I've got a YouTube series which is which goes through from the start. It's not as far as this one, but it will give you like the whole experience. Dark Holiday, 2 years. Happy anniversary. Thanks for a great 2 years. Thank you for 2 years of support, Dark Holiday. Random Viking, thank you for 32. The power plant runs on fuel. It does indeed. We're going to have separate refineries for that. So we're going to have... Well, I don't know the ratios, that's the thing. So I'm going to go for like... Well, we've got one oil pump. But I don't know how many of these we need. 2 generators. I just don't know the numbers until I get there. So I don't know, let's say like maybe one can run 3.
Happy anniversary.
Nick some circuit boards. Grizzly Ben! Thank you very much for subbing, Ben. Welcome to the Nut House. Thank you for the nutty welcome. And Sedster, thank you for 14 months. That's disappointing. That's even more disappointing. 20 steel pipes and I want them now. This is a good way of stealing from a belt. Walk underneath. Thank you, Grizzly. Come on. Right, got the circuit boards. Motors we can probably make from rotors. Assume we've still got some. We should have. Rotor. Can make. Wait a minute, we've got stators and stuff down here. Stack of those. Stack of 17 will be enough. I thought we were making rotors. I'm sure we're making rotors.
Oh, yeah.
We're not making rotors. It's a huge thing in front of the Storage Mark II. Pass. I swore we're making rotors. Dark Holiday. I don't get to watch live very often, but I do watch a lot on demand. You're welcome, Dark Holiday. Thank you very much for 1,000 bits. Screws. It's always about screws in this game. The Dark Holiday has also gifted 5 subs. If you just got a sub gifted, it's from Dark Holiday. Thank you, Dark Holiday. 1,000 biddies and 5 subs. That is super generous. Thank you so much. Made 5 people in chat happy. Need 2 times the rotor per motor. Why does a motor have 2 rotors in it?
Welcome to the nut house.
Why rotor disorder? Five more rotors, I think. Or is it 10? 10 more rotors to make 5 more motors. Motor rotors. Hey, Mikey. Okay, let's go build. The fuel is still shuffling down the line. Can you believe this? Wowzers, that third one's nearly full. Flippin' heck. Oh, that's alright, it can backfill. Pin, thank you for 26. Cup of tea. The good thing is we've got a spare belt there now. So if we need to put on the plastic belt online, it's easy. You think we'll have loads drawn on the walls to label things like real factories do? I can imagine that going very, very well if they let you freely draw on a wall. Yeah, I think they should allow signs. Signs would be good. Puppy! Rep Puppy 2019. You killed a puppy! Hello.
Thanks for running me over.
I didn't see you till it was too late.
It was weird. I loaded in, got teleported under the map, and then put back on top, and then you ran me over.
Kind of felt like you were being picked on at that point.
What we're working on.
Holy sub-bomb, random Viking. There's 10 subs gifted from the Viking, who is very, very random. It's
By the
very
way,
generous.
rotors being made on the ground floor.
Well, thanks for telling me.
I did in chat twice.
Viking, thank you for gifting 10 subs. If you just got gifted a sub, can you please remember to thank Random Viking for his superb generosity? Puppies needs to take his teeth out. Genius.
I had kebab stuck in my teeth.
You had kebab.
I was eating that while I was modding.
Oh dear. Right, can you link this thing to power? Let's get this refinery online. Well, pump, I should say.
I think I ate too much though.
Yeah, it is actually possible to eat too much kebab.
I think it was one of them times my eyes were bigger than my stomach.
Right, barrels coming out of there. We're going to assume things are going to get split. As they always have to.
Welcome to the nut house.
Let's go a bit more.
Welcome to the nut house. Welcome to the nut house.
The subs are still going. Wait, I can't afford. I haven't got enough steel. Oh, I went for one refinery, didn't I?
Welcome to the nut house.
Oh, come on. Is this your truck or mine?
Yawn.
I think I was trying to make a smart splitter. Hmm. How high is that truck in conveyor pole terms?
2, 3.
It was like 3, I think.
It's not exactly small.
No, I don't want to get this thing stuck. Like, not to be able to drive past in the truck.
Yeah.
Can you, Mark II belt that into the 3 stack of 3 high?
If I have any, yes.
Fuel. 37.5 per minute.
I'm gonna have to run back and grab some stuff.
Okay.
I put most of it in the back of your truck when I won't save you running though.
Now, if we put down a fuel generator, floor is too steep. You want me? Okay, that's quite tall. It doesn't tell me how much fuel it needs. I don't know how much fuel it needs. It should tell you the stats of the machine even before you build it. Never mind build it and then not tell you. I have no clue. 12 fuel per minute if 100%. So, are you saying that one refinery could deal with... Well, one overclock refinery can get to like 48. Could then deal with 4 generators. Connected to a power line and it shows you. I'm convinced. Can you bring a ton of concrete back? We're going to have to build platform.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Oh, man, I don't have any concrete on me. Always got concrete on me. I'd be willing to bet we don't have enough power on the grid for this. Most generators never run at full speed because you never actually use 100% of power they provide, so they can build 4 anyway. As in, they kind of like ramp up. Derp. $60 per minute. 60 per minute crude coming in, 37.5 per minute fuel going out. Does not tell me what fuel it needs. Whoa, that is running close. That is close. Let's see what happens with this. If you got a shard, can you bring it?
I shall have a look.
I didn't expect the sound of a like a 60s truck starting up. Literally went boom. Hit Maskinen. Welcome to the house. Thank you for your support. Can we give him a nutty welcome, guys? %70 efficiency. Is it dynamically adjusting itself? What's going on here? I mean, it's got enough fuel, so why is it only that efficient? Is it just not running at 100%? Chugga, chugga, chugga. Once we get concrete here, we're going to have to move all this because I'm not happy with the layout. We need to have storage in between. I want to buffer this fuel. Should be buffering the barrels as well, really. I think what I'll do. Turn that around. Wait, what? What's the input? That's not a pump. That's not a pump. I so confused myself then. I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Is that her? Oh, that spins asymmetrically. Oh well. We'll move this. How long before you get back?
I'm just about back. We can't make any Mark III belts though because all the beams are being used. But there's none in storage and they're hardly going down the conveyor.
Yeah, we've got an alternate steel thing now, so we should probably use it and produce a lot more steel. Look at that. Is that a proper old school generator, this thing? I need to build out this way. South. Because I want to move this. This is the new map for the game. This is the only map for the game. On the convoy application, why does it ask if you can attend the event? Is it for like bots or something? No, Matty. It's because... I don't know what to say, Matty. You cannot believe, like, if you don't put things like that on a form, people say, well, I never knew when it was. Or, you know, when they say, I can't make it, you're like, well, you said you could. It's just better to have it on, though. Let's get rid of that. Put it into storage first. There are 3 maps out now for a bird. No, it's the same map, but you spawn in 3 different locations. There's only 1 map. Rip.
There
No.
goes the Power.
Welcome back, Mata.
Are you kidding me?
Happy
That is a big machine. Have you got any iron plates? Can you build a standard conveyor to that thing?
Okay. There you go.
We let it load up with fuel. We should be able to switch everything back on.
Yep.
Just in the nick of time, this generator.
Indeed.
That honestly sounds like my mower.
And safely said, I didn't expect it to make that noise.
Wow. 1.2 out of 1.3 gigawatts. Where did the sudden power draw suddenly come from? It was only on like 1 a minute ago. Only just running like under the limit.
It's
Okay.
weird because we've not added anything.
Can you build out this east side so I can put another one down?
Yep.
And the west as well. You got lost 3 kilometers from your base to find oil. Spent hours getting oil set up and back home. Use foundations as markers so you can find your way back. Well, like breadcrumbs. You got beacons as well. I don't like the way they call it a fuel generator, as if it generates fuel. Needs to convey that.
I had no power shard.
That's not good. This can generate 37 per minute currently.
And how many do we need?
Kind of unknown, to be honest. Can you belt that together?
Yep. What one? One or two.
Just normal, it's fine. Not from the front, not from the side.
My bad.
Rayleigh, what do you mean unknown? How do you make steel? Have you got the recipe for it? You probably just haven't unlocked it yet. When you get the recipe for it, the basic one is iron ore and coal. So you have to not smelt it, the iron ore. When you get the alternative one, you can use iron ingots and coal. It's more efficient. I knew there was a problem somewhere. Yeah, pet tank, you're right. That should start to backlog fairly soon. If you happen to have 5 motors, I could make another generator.
I have 0. I can run back and make 5 if you want.
It's alright, I've got 5 in the back of the truck, like you do.
I'm
Just
just
need-
heading back to
Need
the
some more foundation here. I'll need to do some belting. Looks like it's going to elevate it. Are you kidding? Right, if you can connect that conveyor though. I'm trapped. I'm stuck in the belt. No, you like you're physically clamped. You can't jetpack, you can't jump, you can't move, you can't do anything. Now, is that going up or down? That's going down. No, it's going up. I can't work out if that's trending properly. I think it can basically load one at a time. Once it's full up, it'll be fine. That's sustainable. Right, we now have 1.5 gigawatts.
I wonder how long that's gonna last.
About 10 minutes. The stuff we're not making motors, we're not making enough steel things. Plastic's looking good though. Did you outrun the truck?
No, I got run over by the truck. At least you don't take damage from it.
That's true. Instant mist when you go halfway over the bridge. Instant twitch mist.
So weird how you can be in one part of the map and it's just, you can't see in front of you, and then you go to another bit and it's just gone.
So we can get rid of that. We'll leave that there. So yeah, we have the alternate steel recipe, which produces more, but it needs ingots instead of ore.
Okie dokie.
We also need to start using some of these video cards because we're not doing much with them. Just like old sound cards.
Use them to make computers.
What do we do with the computers?
Make supercomputers?
Need AI limiters for that. Right, computers require plastic,
That's when
screws,
it comes
cable, and
alive and it turns into iRobot.
those things. Plastic we've got on the bus there. Cards we've got here. I wonder if we should put this back on the bus before we take it. I can't imagine that's going to assemble at the rate this thing's making it. Taking 7.5 per minute. $9.3. Funnily enough, if we didn't overclock these circuit boards, they would feed almost exactly correctly into the assembler for computers. So maybe we should remove the shards.
Yeah, go for it.
That produces 5 per minute now.
I've got to run and grab some of that gold ore.
Having said that, we've got 3 of them. $21, we need 10, okay. We need to bus it then. Only 9 plates. Is this Minecraft? Yeah. You can never get stuff. It's never where you want it to be. We used to have a glut of iron plates, and now I just can't find any anymore.
It was the same with the rods. We had like 4 containers full and then they just disappeared.
I feel like somebody's stealing items and burying them. That's just all being used to make reinforced. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. I think we're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to expand the iron production. Have we got the spare ore down there, or can we just upgrade a mine?
Only one's upgraded. I think you might have to upgrade the other 2. I'm just down where the tractor goes grabbing that gold stuff.
Ark? Ark? How on earth is this game like Ark? Please explain that to me.
I wish on the storage boxes you could do like you can in Factorio, say like have this much and then stop making.
Yeah, the ability to limit a storage container is definitely something that's worth having. The map feels very arky. You can just put 1 stack of something you aren't storing in them. Why? What happens then? Well, if you think the map feels like Ark, that's one thing. But none of the rest of it is like Ark. The gameplay, the dinosaurs, the survival, the crafting, like none of it is like Ark. Split into a dead drop storage and you'll have half a storage full. So he's saying the container will fill half the space you've left open. So if you have a storage container and you put like an iron rod and an iron plate in there, are you saying that it will never more than half fill with iron plate? This game doesn't have survival and crafting. Survival? What? Against what? Falling? The really, really dangerous monsters?